26th, right? Okay. So the question number 3, diameter of the Earth. Read out the question, Hiba.
Okay.
Okay, it's okay. If you have to do something extra, then it's okay. I don't
No,
need.
I can read. Diameter of Earth is 12756,000 meter. In 1996, a new planet was discovered whose diameter is 5 by 86 of the diameter of Earth. Find the diameter of this planet in kilometers.
Okay. क्या हम diameter of Earth को capital like हम small d से लिख दें? Okay. या एक काम करते हैं, इसको ना हम E से लिख देते हैं, because यहाँ पे 2 diameters होंगे. एक तो diameter of Earth होगा और दूसरा diameter of this planet होगा. तो हम let's just write or you know what, let's just write in D. Let's not get confused. ठीक है, हम लिखते हैं diameter of Earth को हम D से represent करेंगे. And so its diameter is how much? 12756,000 meters. Okay. Now they're saying a new planet was found whose diameter is 5 by 86. Is it?
Yes.
Yeah, 5 by 86. So the diameter of new planet, I hope you're writing this down simultaneously. Wait a minute.
Why do we have to write it in small letters?
Oh, that's because variables are usually always in small letters. They can also be in capital letters, but at this stage, you will write only in small letters because capital letters are usually represented as there's other things that you use capital letters for. For example, when you're talking about points, right? Or you're talking about a quadrilateral, you say its points are A, B, C, and D. So these in capital letters, you write points, okay? And so if you have a random circle, okay, let's say the center is O and we don't know the radius is small r, okay? So you say center is O, radius is r, small r. So why is the radius small r? Because r is a length, right? There's going to be a a value that's attached to it. For example, 5 centimeters, right?
Yeah.
But O, the center O, it's not a variable. You're not gonna say O is equal to 5 centimeters. No, because O is a point. A point doesn't have any dimensions. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay. So the diameter of the new planet, they are saying, is 5 by 86 times that of Earth. So that means the diameter of new planet is equal to 5 by 86 times what? Times means multiply, right?
Multiply.
Yeah. The diameter of the Earth, which is D. Fine. So now what is D? 5 by 86. And what is D? D is this number. So let's solve it. Till here, is it clear, Hiba?
Yes.
Okay. Did you try this question by yourself?
Yes, I tried to do it, but it was confusing.
Okay, what was confusing? What about this question?
Because I thought that we have to like convert meter into kilometer and all this.
Okay, don't worry. That we'll do that later. Okay. So
there are three zeros.
Sorry, 3 zeros. Yes, thank you for correcting that. Fine. So first, let's see how we can divide this. We can divide this by 2, right?
The whole thing?
Yeah, this and this. Or can we divide it by, we can't divide it by 4 actually. Can we divide it by 6? No. Can we divide it by, no, we can't divide by 10 either. So we have to divide it by 2. Yeah, okay. Fine. Or what you can do, listen, we're just gonna use a different approach. We're gonna use a different approach. That's gonna be easier. So, yeah, here you will say this is equal to the diameter of Earth is 12756,000 meters. So first, let's convert this into kilometers. Why I'm saying this is because it's gonna be very easily converted into kilometers. Reason being, here you have this 000, right? And we know that if I have 1000 meters, I can clearly say that it is equal to 1 kilometer, right? If I have, let's say, 15,000 meters, then I don't have to calculate anything. I don't have to, there's nothing difficult in this. I can clearly say it's 15 kilometers because 15 and then 1000, right? And we know that 1000 means 1 kilo. So similarly, this whole thing, we can clearly see that there's 3 zeros. That means this thing will be equal to how many kilometers, Siva? 12756. 12756 kilometers. Okay. So this thing is equal to 12756 kilometers because the rest, this 000 gets converted to thousands.
What if there was another number besides 6 instead of 0?
Instead of 0. Okay. Then we would say, let's say it was, let's say it was 8. Okay. 127568000 then you would say this is equal to 12756.8 kilometers. You know why? Because you are dividing it by 1000, right? So these two zeros get cancelled and then you are left with the 10. So with this 10 you put the decimal point over here. That's why you have this. Is it clear now?
But why didn't we put a decimal point before 6?
Okay. See, Hiba, it's 1275668, right? That's where it's stopping. So there is 10. How many zeros are there?
No, I was asking when 8 wasn't there, why didn't we put a decimal point before 6?
Before 6. You mean between 5 and 6?
Yeah. When there
Let me
was
show
no
that.
8.
Let me show that to you. 1275600 divided by 1000, right? You know why? Because we say it like this, that this is meters, and we say 1 multiplied by 1 kilometer divided by 1000 meters. Reason being, 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters, right? So they get cancelled anyway. That's why I've done it this way. It's just easier to understand. Anyway, so the other way that we write it is divided by 1000. And because this meter and this meter get cancelled and you are left with kilometer over here. So that's why we write kilometer. Okay, fine. Now, Hiba, just cancel the zeros and see what happens. 1, 2, 3. Do you have any zeros left?
No.
Where will you put the decimal sign then? You don't have to, right? Got it?
But why did you put a decimal point before 8?
Because there were 2 zeros in that. You said instead of 0, if we have another number. That's why I put 800. Because instead of this 0, we put 8. Now cancel the zeros. How many? Now you can't cancel this because this is not a 0. It's an 8. So this 0.
Put a decimal sign before it.
Yeah. In fact, you know what you're doing? This, when you're writing this, it's actually the same thing as 12756 6.0, because when you say 5.0, it's the same thing as saying 5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you get it?
Yes.
All right. Okay, Hiba. So we have converted this into kilometers for our convenience because there were too many zeros and they were like distracting us. Okay, till here it's clear.
Yes.
The next thing we're going to do is they're asking what is the diameter of the new planet. So the diameter of the new planet is, yeah, okay, it's 5 by diameter of new planet is equal to 5 by 86 times the
D.
diameter of Earth, D. And D is how much?
12756.
12756. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna divide it like that. Long division method. Okay, let's do that. Are you ready?
Yes.
So 12756 and 86. Okay, let's start. Tell me. So what
Why
will
do we
we
have to
do?
divide by 86?
Because it's 12756 divided by 86. 86 is in the denominator.
Okay.
See, the thing is, you can first multiply by 5 and then divide by 86. You can do that also. But I believe that becomes more, it becomes more difficult for you because you will now have to divide 86, divide a bigger number by 86. That number is going to be bigger, so it's going to be tougher for you. But yeah, it's your wish. You can first multiply the numerators and then you can solve it, but you can do it this way also. You can first, what we are going to do is first we are going to divide this and then the remaining 5 we will multiply it. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. So get started. 86 multiplied by, I think, 1, right?
Yes.
Will give you 86. So you have 41 and then 5. 8 fours are, I'm not sure if this will work.
Mm,
4, 8 4, 32, 39, 40. Yeah, it will work. No, it won't. One sec. Yeah, it will work. 1, 2, 7. Okay. Is it fine till here?
Yes.
716. 86 multiplied by 4. 86 multiplied by 8. 86 are 48. 108. You are left.
688.
The final answer? Are you telling me the final answer?
Mm,
Are you telling me
six,
when
86 multiplied by 8 is 668.
yeah. Whoops, sorry. I think it's 688.
Yeah, 688.
Yeah. Hmm. It's the remainder is 28. Okay. Uh, Wait, let's carry this on to the Next page. No, it still won't happen. I'll copy paste. I'm gonna erase this, okay? For the time being,
Okay.
because I want to move it upwards. All right. Um. Fine, Hiba. Now we can start putting the decimal point here. Okay. Is it clear till here?
Yes. Wait, how did you get 280?
I did 716 minus 688. Okay. So I got 28. Fine.
Okay.
Then I put a decimal point over here. When you put a decimal point, you're supposed to put a 0 here.
Okay, understood. Why is there a 2 beside 86?
Okay, that's nothing. I was just multiplying. So 86 threes are, ouch.
Why did you put a decimal point?
Okay. Hiba, because our calculations were getting over till here. Okay. But we want to find out. So this was the remainder. All right. But now that you know about fractions and decimals, you are required to not just, finish the question like this. You can't just say, because you will also have to multiply it with 5, right? So if someone asks you, what is the diameter? What will you say? Okay, the diameter is like the quotient is this and the remainder is this. Are you going to tell them like that? No, right?
No.
So we need to get a more accurate answer. That's why you're going to put a decimal point and we're going to put a 0 here. And then we're going to put a decimal point and find out not, so this thing will go on forever, okay? The calculation will go on forever. So we won't do it a lot. We'll just do it till 3 decimal places and that's it. Okay?
Okay.
Um, wait.
Will this type of question come in the exam?
Yeah. Okay, so we are going to stop till here, okay? See, the thing is, the questions that will come in your exam will not be such big questions. There will be smaller numbers, like for example, 12 divided by 7 or something. But yes, you will have such questions where you have to divide and you have to put a decimal point. Do you know how to divide with using a decimal point?
No.
Okay, so we'll discuss that first.
I have a doubt in every exercise in that chapter.
First, let's discuss the doubts from that chapter. Okay, open. Tell me which exercise you have a doubt. Wait, first let's complete this question. One sec, one sec. So
Okay.
the answer over here is, so the diameter of the new planet is equal to 5 by 86 times 125756 kilometers. So this is equal to 5 multiplied by 148.324 kilometers. Okay, then you just multiply this and you'll get the answer. Okay, just don't leave it like this in your exam. Anyway, yeah, so tell me which question, which exercise.
Um,
It's not opening. Hiba, you are muted.
in exercise 2.1, the first question, the fifth and seventh part.
First question, part 5 and part 7.
Yes.
Okay. So exercise 2.1, first question, part 5. 7 by 5, 7 by 10, sorry, plus 2 by 5. Did you check your answers from the back?
No, I actually already wrote the answer, but when I checked, it was confusing.
Okay, fine. What is your confusion in this?
Like we have to find the LCM of 10, 5, and 2. And
Yes.
after finding the LCM, I didn't know what to do.
Okay. Hiba, what is the LCM of 10, 5, and 2? See, just take a look at these numbers. You don't have to solve them every time. Just take a look at these numbers. See if you can see something common. 5 twos are 10, right?
Yes.
So the LCM is going to be this. See, if you have 3 or more numbers, and it's like when you multiply this number and you get the larger number, then that means the larger number is going to be your LCM. So your LCM is 10.
10.
Fine. Now, what you need to do now is, see, Hiba, you can do it two different ways. My way, in which I like to put a common this denominator for all of them. This is my way, and your way is like this. So this is 7 by 10. You want to make all of the fractions in such a way that their denominators should be 10. So this is already 10. Now 2 by 5. How do you make it in such a way that the denominator is 10? You have to multiply it with 2.
2.
Multiply both numerator and denominator by 2. So
4
5
by
twos
10.
are 10 and 2 twos are 4. Yes, 4 by 10. So I'm going to simultaneously write the same thing here. 7 by 10, right? So 7. So 7 by 10. Are you seeing it? Plus
Yes.
you have 4 by 10. So
4.
4
Plus
by
4.
10. Then you have the third
15.
thing, 3 by, very good, 3 by 2. You convert that into, so this is multiplied by 5 and this is also multiplied by 5. So 15 by 10 plus 15. Are you getting it?
Yes.
So this is gonna be 26 by 10. Am I right? Yeah. Is that okay?
Yes.
Next, seventh part, is it?
So we just have to find the answer.
In this question, yeah.
But in my notes,
Yeah.
there is something else.
See, the thing is, there are some teachers who expect you to write in mixed fraction. Okay, mixed fraction is basically when you do it like this: 26 divided by 10.
Yeah, we wrote in mixed fraction.
Yeah.
I was getting confused because she asked us to divide it by 2.
By 2.
Yes.
You have to
No,
divide it by the denominator.
no, she said that 26 divided by 10 divided by 2. Like both 26 and 10 will be divided by 2.
Are you saying like this? Canceling?
No, like first you
Okay,
write.
show me your notebook. Show me your notebook.
Okay. Can I send you in WhatsApp because my
Yeah,
camera?
yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's what you're saying. See, Hiba, that's not necessary. You don't have to do it. What your teacher has done is the same thing, which we do it like this. We say 26 when you cancel it by 2. That's the same thing as saying when you divide it by 2. So 13, because 26 divided by 2 is 13, and 2 5s are 10, right? So 10 divided by 2 is 5. So that's what she has done, but you don't need to do that. Actually, there are two things, Hiba. See, there are two things. There are two types of teachers you'll get. So it all depends on the person who's correcting your paper. Okay, there are some teachers who will be happy with the question that you have solved. Okay, they'll say, okay, very good. Then there's some teachers who will say, no, you have to solve it in the simplest form. You have to convert it to the simplest form. Simplest form means, see, Hiba, we have a lot of equivalent fractions, right? For example, just take this 2 by 5 as example. Your 2 by 5 is the simplest form of a fraction. Simplest form means you cannot further cancel it. Whereas when you converted it, when you multiplied the both the numerator and denominator by 2, you got 4 by 10, right? So 4 by 10 is an equivalent fraction of 2 by 5. And the thing with 4 by 10, just pay attention here, 4 by 10. When you divide both the numerator and denominator by 2, what does that mean? That we are cancelling both of them by 2. So let's say 2 2s are 4, 2 5s are 10. So you are dividing both numerator and denominator by 2. So you got 2 by 5. That's why we say that 2 by 5 is the simplest form, because it cannot be further cancelled. It cannot be further simplified, because 2 by 5 is already simplified enough. It cannot be further simplified. So some teachers, they want you to solve it in the simplest form. Okay, so they will say, no, find out the simplest form of 26 by 10. So you'll say, well, okay, 26 by 10, I can see that 2 is common. So I can cancel it by 2, or in other words, divide both numerator and
How
denominator by
is 2
2.
common?
Hiba, is 2 divisible by, can you divide 10 by 2? Is 10 divisible by 2? Right? Or you can say, if you want to write the factors of 26 and 10, okay, write down all the factors of 26 and 10. So 26 is basically, can you say that 26 is equal to 13 multiplied by 2? 13 2s are 26, right?
Yes. Yes.
Right? So 26 is nothing but 13 multiplied by 2. So instead of 26, I am writing 13 multiplied by 2. Okay,
Okay.
fine. The same thing, instead of 10, I am writing 5 multiplied by 2. Why? Because 10 is equal to 5 multiplied by 2. Is that okay?
Yes.
So now what happens here is this 2 and this 2 get cancelled. So in the end, you have 13 by 5 remaining. That is what your teacher did when she said 26 divided 26 by 10, and you are dividing the numerator and denominator, both of them, by 2. So when you divide 26 by 2, what do you get? So basically, it's like this. 26, okay, it has two factors, 13 and 2, because 13 multiplied by 2 gives you 26, right? 13 multiplied by 2 gives you 26. So that means when you reverse the order, 26 divided by 2, 26 divided by 2 will give you the number that is left out, which is 13. Okay, or 26 divided by 13 will give you the other number which is left out, which is 2. So that is what your teacher has done, 26 divided by 2 and 10 divided by 2, because you can divide both of them by 2 since 2 is a common factor for both of them. Is that clear, Hiba?
Yes.
So your teacher has just converted that in the simplest form, and the simplest form of this fraction becomes 13 by 5. Yeah.
So in this type of question, we don't have to find the mixed fraction. Like it's not a must.
I believe that in your question paper it will be mentioned whether you need to convert it to a mixed fraction or not. But I would say, to stay on the safer side, you take out 2 more minutes from your time, just 2 more minutes, and like from your time when you're attempting the question paper, and just 13 by 5, you just convert it to a mixed fraction. You know how to convert to a mixed fraction, right?
Yes.
Right. So just do 13 divided by 5.
So can you show again how to convert 26 by 10 into a mixed fraction?
Into mixed fraction or simplest form?
Simplest form and then mixed fraction.
Okay. 26 by, let's take some other number. Okay. Let's take some other number. Let's say we have 35 by okay, 35 by 65. Fine?
Yes.
Or let's not take 65, let's just take 45. Okay. Now we can clearly see that a common factor for both of them is 5, right? Yeah.
Yes.
They both can be divided by 5. So we say, well, what are the factors of 35? Yes, Hiba?
5, 1, 5, and 7.
Yeah. So you don't have to include 1. I mean, 1 is a factor, but you don't have to include it because it's a factor of everything. So we don't really talk about it much. Anyway, so 5 multiplied by 7. Okay. So 35 can be written as 5 multiplied by 7, and 45 can be written as
4 multiplied. 9 multiplied by 5.
very good. So 5 into 9. So you can cancel both of these. What do you have remaining? 7 by 9. Okay. Another shortcut way, instead of writing it like this, what you could have done is you could have just thought about it like this. Okay, 35 and 45. How can I cancel them? Well, I know that 5 sevens are 35 and 5 nines are 45. So 5 sevens are 35 and 5 nines are 45. So I have 7 by 9 remaining. That's a shortcut way of doing it, basically. Is this okay?
Yes. But why can't we like cancel numbers? Like if it was 30 and 40, we will cancel zeros. So why can't we
Right.
cancel 5 here?
That's a good question, Hiba. See, because um, if you can you just want to cancel 5 and 5, what would that be? That if you let's imagine that you are allowed to do that. Okay. First of all, let's see why we can cancel 30 by 40. Okay. We'll go to this later. First, we'll see what would happen if you could cancel 35 by 45. So this would mean 5 and 5 get cancelled. What do you have remaining? 3 by 4. But it's not equal to 3 by 4, right? It's equal to 7 by 9. And they're not the same thing. Okay. Now let's see why we can cancel for 10. Because 30 by 40, it actually means 3 into 10 by 4 into 10. Right? 3 into 10 is 30. 4 into 10 is 40. And that is a special case with only and only 10. Only with zeros you have this case, not with any other number. That if you multiply 3 with 10 or 100 anything, that number will retain itself and you will just have zeros added to its to the number. Okay. Whereas 35, it's not equal to 3 into 5. No, it is 7 into 5. So are you getting the difference now?
Yes. So what if it was 45 by 35? Could we
Okay.
cancel
45 by 35, then you would have 5 nines are 45, 5 sevens are 35. So in this case, you have 9 by 7. And you want to convert that to a mixed fraction, which will just take 2 minutes of your time in the exam. 9 divided by 7. And actually, 2 minutes is also a big deal. But if you have plenty of time, then I would suggest that you really go for it. 7 ones are 7, 2, right? So when you're talking about a mixed fraction, you don't have to convert into decimal. So the thing about improper fractions, in fact, any fraction, is that either you convert it into mixed fraction or you convert it into decimal. Okay, so this is just something I like to do because it helps me understand. Like this is how a lot of people also understand it, that you just do anti-clockwise. So you have 7 goes down, 1 comes over here to the left, and 2 goes up. So you have 1, 2 by 7. Is that okay? Hiba, could you hear what I was saying?
Yes.
And who is this other person named Hiba? Is it you only?
Yes, I got disconnected. So I don't.
Okay. All right. So anyway, let's go back to our this thing. 26 divided by 2. So you get this 2, 3 by 5. Fine. So this is equal to 2, 3 by 5. Is that okay, Hiba?
Yes.
Shall we move on?
Yes, but I have another doubt.
Okay.
We didn't complete the 7th one.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that only. I was just asking. We are clear with this question.
Yes. So
Okay.
the final answer is 26 by 10.
That's not the final answer. You have 26 by 10. Okay. Then you convert it to the simplest form. And then you convert that into a mixed fraction. Okay.
Wait, can you show how to convert 26 by 10 into simplest form?
See, this is what we have done over here. Can you see this black rectangles.
But how did you get 3 and 13 and 5?
Okay, because 26 by 10, right? 26 is, okay, first ask yourself, what is something that is common between both of them?
2.
2. So now if let's say this is a big number and I don't know this number divided by 2 is what? 26 divided by 2 is what? So I will just say, okay, 26 divided by 2, it will give me, or you don't have to do it like this. In fact, you just have to, you can do it like this also, that 2 ones are 2, right? And then the remainder is 0. Then 2 threes are 6. So 13. So 2 13s are, and 2 5s are 10, right? So it's 13 by 5. Are you getting it?
Yes.
Clear?
Yes.
Shall we move on to the next question now?
Okay.
All right. So the first thing we need to do is to, sorry, is to convert this into an improper fraction, both of them. Okay.
Okay. So it will be
2s are 16 plus 1, 17 by 2 minus
21. So 7 by 2. No. 29 by 8.
8. Okay. So how do we subtract them? LCM. What's the LCM of 2 and 8?
16.
No.
2
Eva,
and
what does
8.
LCM mean? LCM, what is the full form for LCM?
Um,
What's the full form of LCM?
like something lowest.
Yes. Lowest or least common
Least common.
multiple.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, what is a multiple, Hiba? Hiba, what's a multiple? You're muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you were muted actually that time. Yeah, I was asking you what's a multiple.
Like the number which comes in the multiplication.
In the table of that, can you tell me the first 5 multiples of 4?
4, 8,
Hmm.
12, 16 and 20.
Okay. Can you tell me the first 5 multiples of 5?
5,
Hmm.
10,
Hmm.
15, 20 and 25.
Hmm. Okay, but tell me one thing. Are these all multiples or are there more multiples?
More multiples.
How many multiples will each number have?
Mm, more than 100.
More than 100. Yes, more than 100. In fact, more than 1000, more than any number. In fact, they will have an
Infinite.
infinite number of multiples. Okay, infinite number of multiples. So when there's an infinite number of things, we just put a dot dot dot. Okay, all right. Now, Heba, can you tell me what are the common multiples between 4 and 5? Can you see any common
20.
multiples? 20, very good. Okay, let's say if we were to move on further, then you would get 24, 28, 32, right? And then that's multiples of 4. I'm talking about multiples of 4. One sec, let me just. Oh, wait. Wait a sec. Oops. Hmm. 4 nines are 36, 4 tens are 40. Okay. And then there's even more actually. There's going to be more. I'm not going to write all of them. Now, after 25, you have 30, 35, 5 eights are 40, 5 nines are 45, and so on. So, Hiba, 20 and 20 are common in
Then
both of them.
40.
Right. 40 is also a common multiple. So, how many common multiples do you think 4 and 5 will have?
Uh, 2.
Only two. What about 80? 80 is a multiple of 4 also because 4 multiplied by 20 is 80, right? So 80 is a multiple of 4 also. And 5 multiplied by, mm, yeah, no, not 15, 16. Wait, 4s are 5 4s are 5 8s are, yeah, 5 16s are. Okay, so 5 multiplied by 16 will
Is
give you 80.
80.
So 80 is also a multiple of 5. And in fact, you won't end there. You will have so many, right? You can why just
Also
why just
100.
why just 20? You will have 200 also. 200 is also a common multiple. Yes, 100 is also a common multiple because 100 when you talk about 4, so 4 into 25 is 100 and 5 into 20 is 100. So now answer the question, how many common multiples will these two numbers have?
Um, Infinite.
Yes. So common multiples are,
Infinite.
yes, very good. Now, the common multiples are a lot. They are infinite. But there is one common multiple which we can say that it is the least, it is the lowest one, it is the smallest one, right? You can say when you are talking about the common multiples, which multiple is coming the first. So which multiple is the first in the common multiple? 20. That is known as the lowest common multiple or the LCM. Okay. So the LCM is the lowest or least common multiple, and that is 20 for 4 and 5. Is that clear?
Yes.
Now, the question arises, why do we even use LCM when we are talking about addition or subtraction of fractions? Because let's say you have a fraction 1 by 4 plus 1 by 5. You will say, well, I cannot add them. I cannot simply add them because the denominators are not the same. If it was 1 by 4 plus 2 by 4, then I could have simply added 3 by 4, right?
Yes.
But since in my case, the denominators are different, I can't add them. So should I just stop over here? No. I will say, well, these are fractions. And one thing I know about fractions is that I can make the denominator whatever I want. So I can make 1 by 4. I can make it 2 by 8 also, right? How did that happen? Both numerator and denominator I multiplied by 2. So I got 2 by 8. And I can make this 3 by 12 also. I can make this whatever I want as per my convenience, right?
Yes.
So let me just do this 5 by 20. Okay. And the thing is, similarly, the same thing you can do for 1 by 5. You can make it 2 by 10. You can make it 3 by 15. You can make it 4 by 20. They are all equal. So then I look at them and I say, oh, wait, I have 5 by 20 and 4 by 20. So my original fractions, I have not changed them. It's the same thing. But instead of 1 by 4, I can write 5 by 20 because it's the same thing. Instead of 1 by 5, I can write 4 by 20 because it's the same thing as 1 by 5. So I will just add 5 by 20 and 4 by 20. And then I will get 9 by 20. So what I have done, what is 20 over here? 20 is the,
Least common multiple.
yes, 20 is the LCM. This is the reason why we choose the LCM. Is
Okay, I
that clear?
understand.
The thing is, um, I think I told you this in one of the previous classes that when you have two co-prime numbers, I think I told you, right, Hiba?
Yes.
Two co-prime numbers like 4 and 5. Co-prime means they don't have any common factor. Okay. Then in that case, you can just multiply them and then that will itself be the LCM. Okay.
Okay.
So let's come back to our this question. 2 and 8. Are they co-prime? No, they are not co-prime. If they were co-prime, you could have just done 2 multiplied by 8 and then that is the LCM. But they are not co-prime. So you cannot find the LCM just by that way. What do you have to do? You have to sit and find the LCM. But the
It
thing
will
is, you
be
can just cleverly look at them and you say, well, 2 multiplied by 4 will give you 8. So 8 is the least common multiple for both of these numbers, right? Because when you list out the multiples of 8, you will have 8, 16, 24, 32, and so on. And when you list out the multiples of 2, you will have 2, 4, 6, 8. So 8 is common here and 8 is common here, and it's the least common multiple. That is why 8 is the LCM of these two numbers. And you can just simply judge that just by looking at them that 2 multiplied by 4 is 8, therefore 8 is the LCM. Is that clear, Hiba?
Yeah.
yes. Can you wait for 1 minute?
Yeah, okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so the LCM will be 8.
Yes. Can you proceed further? What will we do about the first fraction, 17 by 2?
It will be 17 multiplied by 4.
Very good. And that is?
It will be 68.
Very good.
Then it will be 29 multiplied by 1. So it will be 29 by 8.
Very good. Then
68 minus 29 by 8.
very good. Then
So it will be 39 by 8.
very good. And how do you convert that into a So first of all,
Will
is this the simplest form? Yes, it is the
mm,
simplest form, because this is not, see, when you notice the table of 8, okay, just notice the table of 8. 8, all of the multiples of 8 will be even numbers, okay, because 8 itself is an even number. So when you multiply any number with an even number, you will get an even number only. You can try it with any even number that you want. So this is not an even number, so this will not be in the table of 8. It will not be a multiple of 8, so you cannot cancel them. So yes, this is the simplest form. Clear?
yes. So can we convert it into mixed fraction?
Yeah, we have to do that.
Okay, I will try. It will be 4/7/8.
4, 7 by 8. Okay, 8 for 32 plus 7, 39. Okay, all right, very good. Hiba, one more thing that I wanted to share with you, that you saw this 26, right? So let's say if we started doing it like this. So just watch me doing 26 by 10. Okay, let's see what would happen if we try finding out the mixed fraction for 26 by 10. So 26 by 10, 10 twos are 26. We are left, oh, I'm sorry, 20. What am I even doing? 20, we are left with 6 as a denominator. So the mixed fraction now becomes 2, 6 by 10. And now when you cancel 6 by 10, you can actually cancel them. 2 threes are 6, 2 fives are 10. So, if you are not able to find, if your numbers, your fraction is too difficult and you're having to find the mixed fraction, it's okay. Find the mixed fraction first. And from here also, you can find your simplest form of the mixed fraction. You can just, if you have 2 6 by 10, for example, you can just cancel this and this,
So for
and you
so
get the
for
simplest form.
26/10, can we just find the mixed fraction and then get over the question?
No. You have to find the mixed fraction, which, so for 26 by 10, the mixed fraction will be 2 6 by 10, right? But you cannot leave it at this. You have to simplify this mixed fraction also. Are you understanding?
Yes.
You have to make it 3 by 5. How will 6 by 10 become 3 by 5? Because we can clearly see that 2 is common, right?
Yes.
So 2 threes are 6, 2 fives are 10. So 3 by 5. Hence 2 3 by 5, which we were getting either way. Okay.
Okay. So if I don't find the simplest form, will I lose marks? But I found the mixed fraction.
You might, Hiba, you might lose marks. See, personally, if I was the teacher, I wouldn't deduct marks, but it depends on the teacher. Some teachers are strict about the rules of it being in simplest form. They want everything being very proper. So, well, yeah, it depends.
Okay. I
Okay.
also have more doubts in this question.
Hiba, see, last week we missed quite a few classes. I even scheduled an extra class, but I think you couldn't join. So, can we have a class tomorrow?
Okay.
And listen, on Wednesday, can we have a 2-hour class?
From can you tell me the time?
So right now your class starts from
4:30.
4:30, right? Can we have it from 4:30 to 6:30?
Um, can we have this for 1 hour and a half?
1.5 hours. You
Yeah.
have to study for some other exam or something.
Yeah, I have a science exam after that
When do you have your science exam?
on Sunday.
On Sunday. Hmm.
But I have to start preparing earlier because there are so many chapters that I can't.
Hmm. Okay, Hiba, we will have on Wednesday, we will have a 1.5 hour class. Then on Friday also we will have an extra class. Is that okay?
Yes.
Tomorrow can we have an extra class? 1 hour only.
Okay. Can you tell me about Friday? I didn't hear.
About what? Friday.
Yeah.
See, let's have an extra class tomorrow. Then we'll have a half an hour extra class on Wednesday. Like our class is usually for 1 hour, but we'll extend it. We'll make it 1.5 hours. Okay. If the need arises, we will have an extra class on Friday because we already have one on Thursday, right? So our classes right now Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. So we will have one tomorrow, which is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. If the need arises, we will have a class on Friday. Is that okay?
Okay.
Okay, fine. See you, Hiba. Come in.
Can we
Yeah.
discuss the doubts? Can we discuss the doubts in next class? In
In the
this
next class,
session?
yeah. These classes will be your doubt classes only. We don't have anything else. We have covered the syllabus. So we only have two things to do right now. Talking about your doubts and giving
The
you
works.
test papers, sample test papers. Okay.